Good evening from South Williamsport Park again. It's Sir Ronald 77 with another video. This is the last installment of the park, but before we get started, I found a chair, the equipment chair, and as you can see, the parking lot behind me, in front of me, everywhere, it's just sitting here. But we have found a lighter, and if somebody would, I'm gonna leave it here, but it looks like a nice one. It's a Bic, it's a Love's, and I'm going to leave it here, but this goes into the lost and found of the things we found. And today we're going to be going over probably dugouts. Oh, we're going to learn new words today. Spanish. Each time we're going to use one word so I can learn it. Tree. In Spanish is armor. So look at the arbol, which is A-R-B-O-L in Spanish. Arbol. Trees. I found a bench. Probably donated. It was donated by the SW Lions. It's a little low. I'll try it out. But in front of me is where the South Williamsport High School plays baseball. They're not in right now. We're going to go check out what their dugouts look like. It's a different style blue. Oh, these are very important. You can put, like say you have a uniform, you can put your clothes hanger here and it hangs down. Very fascinating to find that. Oh, Gatorade sponsors these cups. Oh, we found a lot in here. These are where the players would sit. We found a broom, and I'm going to teach you how to broom properly. 1, 2. You don't want to bring it back because you're bringing dirt back. And 3 and 4. You're going to feel it in your hips. You see how I'm doing this? I'm cleaning. You see how it's all coming off? That's how you use a broom. This is a baseball. That's how I throw my curveball. Now this ball is used for this sport. This is a baseball, and that's the field that you would play with this ball on. Oh, back to my, you know how I love cones. I found 2 miniature cones. And what else have I found here in the dugout? Oh, everybody had one of these when they were a kid. You would put it on a cake and then wrap it around, and then you would sing happy birthday. If you remember these, please put a thumb up. We have cleats. These are Bobby's. If you remember Bobby, who played from the 13-15 year, he moved up and he's now here. We have a hammer, a cloth. Oh, we have stuff for your hands. And the most important, clay. Here's a sign. It's the sideline emergency action plan for coaches. If you get an injury, you got to start way down here or up here. But basically, call 911. You notify a trainer. The trainer notifies the parents. The parents should be at the game, so it won't be hard to find them. And then once the 911 comes, the physician comes, and then the physician doesn't notify the parent because the physician, only the athletic trainer notifies the parents, and the physician doesn't. The physician notifies the athletic trainer rehab treatment, and then you're allowed to play. Once you're, that's the hospital, but it's crazy. I found Waste Management sponsors the games. This is a beautiful one. We're going to walk through the dugout one more time. If there's anything I missed, there's push brooms. I did miss that. I apologize. But yes, this is a dugout. Armor. It's going to be a little weird, but we're going to show you a more clothespin. This is a bigger one. What you would do is you'd probably put on, like, say you have a lawnmower, you would hook the lawnmower up and then you can pull it. That's what I used to do when I had a riding lawnmower. Here's the front, but you can pull it from the front. Oh, there's two of them on the front. This could be used as a concession stand. You can see who made it. Yoder Barnes, Mifflinburg, Pennsylvania. If you're interested in something like this for your yard, please dial 570-966-2387. Now we're going to come over here and, oh my gosh, I found a porta potty. It's by the Grand Rental Station again. We don't know about them. Anybody in there? There's nobody in there, so that's good. We're going to check out the other duck. This one's not as fancy. It's got green card, bags for in case it was raining, and a place to put your beds. It's quite boring. I'm not impressed with this dugout. But it's the exact same size as the other one. And it's just a different view. So we're going to go down here and look at some things. We're at the other end of the ball field. And what people don't see, all they see is this land, fields, parcel. What they don't see is the wild flowers that are here. And I am going to go in. So I just found a chipmunk / mouse. Now, this goes way back. But this is wildlife. Lots of wildlife in here. You see that? That's a bird. Many birds. Ooh. Those berries look edible, but we're not going to eat them today. But this is all wild stuff you can put in your garden. Okay, I'm going to find a path to go in and we're going to show you some wild flowers. I don't know if anybody knows this, but South Williamsport population in 2020 was around 6,800. I believe it's more, but that's what it said. I am one of those. And the average family income was around $41,000, which in South Williamsport, 10% of the population is below poverty, which we have to make that better. We got to have, that means 10% of people don't work, basically. But I think, I can't find a path in here, and I want to show you guys the other side of this. It's very fascinating. So, in the winter, this will all die, and it might be safer to go in there. The other side's a whole different world. As you can see, nothing is cut down. Does anybody remember what tree is in Spanish? Or more. Or more. No. Sorry I was laughing. I was laughing at myself because it said arbor for Spanish for tree. It's arbor. A-R-B-O-R. And I'd like to apologize. That's why I was laughing, and that was unprofessional of me. And now I'm rejuvenated again to just tell you guys more fascinating stuff. This is grass. I got many clouds out today. Remember, clouds will be clouding. Grass will be grassing. So you can see they're having softball games tonight. There's a school bus. It's yellow. And down here you can see there's a bunch of new trees growing up. I'm still looking for a way in. Oh, I found some lights. These are nice lights. I think they're the fluorescent ones, because there's no electricity connected to them. But there's two. And here's one for 3. And a broken one for 4. Beautiful lights. We're going to walk up here. And we're going to watch this team practice for a minute. Maybe 10 seconds. More trees. Or a board. ARBOR. Spanish for tree. I'll show you what an outfield looks like at a softball game. We're the only 2 people here. What you have up there is a coach. She's the one with the bat, and she's going to be hitting the ball. Now let's watch this. She's focused. Boom. To the third baseman. Third baseman throws it to the first baseman. Use 2 hands. Back to the catcher. Boom. Back to the coach one more time. Let's watch this. And boom. To the second baseman. Bobbled it. Plenty of time. Boom. 2 hands. Catcher. That is beautiful. Well, that's enough of the game. We got a while before it starts. Over here I see a fence. Let's go check the fence out. Any news I saw today I thought I'd tell you about? Oh yeah, half of the east coast of Africa is cracking in half. There's a big line that goes all the way down. I think it's through 27 countries, I'm not sure. Stupid stuff. Russia's the biggest country in land mass, and you'll never believe this, but second is Canada. Canada is number 2. The number 1 populated country in Africa is Nigeria. They're noted for oil. Ghana, a country in Africa, is noted for cocoa beans. It used to be tomatoes, but now it's cocoa beans. In case anybody asked you that, definitely cocoa beans. Oh, this will be a tree. About 2 years, 3 years. It's going to be a beautiful one. And there's other trees that they've been growing down here. It looks like a red maple. Maybe a tulip tree. There's a sign. I found a sign. Robert Porter Allen Natural Area. Prohibited activities. No hunting, no fishing, no trapping, no motorized vehicles, no camping. Pets must be on a leash. Do not leave the trail. We just found a trail I did not know about. Let's check it out. Oh my. Look at it. Nothing but yellow flowers. This reminds me of a scene from the movie I watched in 3rd grade. I think it was called The Sunny Side of the Sun. Let's just be quiet and listen to the bugs. Our next goal is to find a monarch. I believe there's one in there. I only say that because I saw one. I did not know this path was here. There's really not much on it though. It's just a path. I was hoping like be a water fountain or But I like it. It's out of the way. I don't know where it leads to. But look at all this land. There's just land. Since we're here, let's look for grapes. A boar. A boar. This path actually goes on and on. Well, if anybody's bored and want to go on a nature walk, this is on the behind the outfield of the South Williamsport High School baseball field. I do believe the path's coming to an end, but we're not leaving until we find an animal. I would do my animal calls to bring one out. Nothing. Let's try for a squirrel. Nothing. All right, if this is seriously the path, I thought it would have went through there, but it doesn't. But I did find a road. And a garden. And a railroad track. And we'll get a sneak over here and watch the farm. Hope he doesn't see us. And a big log. Now that's how you block a road. You see the farmer? So cool, I didn't know it was a farmer. There's nothing but tomatoes. Tomatoes it's a fruit. We put it on sandwiches, and you can use tomatoes on pizza. I prefer my tomatoes with yogurt. It's called tomatoes with yogurt. We can take a left, or we can go back that way. Which way should I go? It's up to you guys. We're gonna go down here. Stop though. Private caution. Look. I don't know where this path ends. You hear what I hear? Complete silence. Ooh, this tree, neat. Anybody in the comments know what it is? Please just tell me. It's everywhere. Now there is a garden down here, but I think there's a fence so you can't go through what it is. But I never knew this land, this is all South Williamsport, I never knew this was down here. I was hoping to find like a water hole. Maybe look for our frogs, turtles. There's our first bird. I don't think this path ends. We found it. The water I've been craving. There's a good chance there's some things down there that would make this a good video, but I'm not going down. But we did find the water. I knew we'd find water. That made my whole day. Any people who do have a farm and know much of the farm, I am curious what they are growing out here. It's definitely leafy. And don't know what that is. I know it's not bamboo. But here's one up close. It has a thistle on the top of it. Kind of looks like one of the things you put on your thumb when you moving papers around. I found a whole valley of them. I don't know what they're called. If anybody does, please put it in the comments. Ta-da! A whole family of thistles. Look at that. Now that's artwork. I just realized this path goes on for days. We have days. Let's do it. It doesn't stop. Rock. Field of nature. I never thought about it. There could be snakes down here, but we're both wearing pants, so we're good. Let's go. I think I found a birdhouse. Birdhouse number 1. And there's grasshoppers all over. Watch. More. Boom. Yes, that's a birdhouse. We're going to walk to that corner and then we're going to get headed back. It's starting to smell flowery. These are beautiful. There's white one, yellow one, purple. All this land. You could probably put 200 to 300 Chuck E. Cheese's down here. Place for kids to come down. Or one big one. A lot of cheese. A lot of Chuckies. Those are the Appalachian Mountains. Oh, and by the way, South Williamsport is 555 feet above sea level. We're okay. Like the highest point, 555 feet where people's houses are. The path's getting gloomy. And it never ends. Well, we're going to take this path down as far. We're probably going to stop here. It seems to me like it goes on forever, which it does. But if it does go right, we might check it out. I think this is going to be enough for the path today. We're going to go back up into the world and check that out. See you soon. Well, we made it out of the path of nature. And I'm now going to show you a place where dogs run around. It's called the dog park. And then we're going to check on the frogs, see how they're doing. And we're going to call it a day. So I'll see you at the dog park. We made it to the dog park at Bois Grande. A Bois Grande, which means big tree. This is the dog park. This is where dogs go to play in a park. They have toys. And they even have a name. Paul's Park. I would love to show you some dogs playing in it right now, but for once, there's not a single dog here. They have a fence, a tennis ball, a bench, and they have 2 parks. Down here is Paul's Park 2. They have litter bags to clean up the mess. You throw it in there. Welcome to Paul's Park. Oh, one of our famous words, sunset. And you know what you think about that, right? Ice cream. Or sunset. Or the name of the park. Down there. And here's the other part. This one seems to be played out more. A Bois Grande. We have one more thing special to show you tonight, and we're gonna go check on our frogs. If you remember that from one of our latest videos, there was 2 of them there, and we're gonna go see if we can find them. This is a fan favorite, looking for frogs. I got many requests to come back here, so I'm doing it. Bench, a nice red bench. We're going down into a gully. Let's all practice the word together. Gully. Everybody at home. Gully. Follow me. But this time we got a creek because those frog saw is coming from a mile away. So we're going to try to go around. First time we came from this direction. So there's the white pipe that everybody remembers. Now, it hasn't really rained. Well, it did rain Sunday a lot, so we'll check it out. Oh yes, it did. You can see there is now water here and there wasn't last time. All right, let's go. Oh. Yep. Did anybody hear that? I hope you did, because it's there. Oh, there's a frog. There was actually 3 of them today. They must have mated and had a baby. But this is my personal little happy area where frogs live. But I hope you did hear that frog. I heard it. Billy heard it. Jonathan heard it. Everybody heard it. Enough about this pond, but we'll be back again because this is the fan favorite. Let's go around here and check from this angle. Nada. So we're going to head back to the car. And I want to thank everybody for coming with my journey today. Next time we might go check the Hiawatha out or go check that wilderness path out again because there's much more we haven't seen. But before I leave you, we really never fantasized on this path. Let's look at the path. And let's walk in quiet and listen to the breeze. All right, thank you. But there is something before we leave I found, and I never thought I'd find it down here. Before I showed you a yellow and maybe, it might have been orange and red fire hydrant. I done so much better. I found a really, really old one. Green and yellow. Let's look at that closely. That's a beautiful one. You won't find it look better than that. What would actually catch on fire down here and spread, I really don't know. Probably nothing. But since we found it, we're going to show you guys. All right, well, thank you for the fire hydrant. And before we go, I want to say thank you. And please tune in to probably Thursday night. We're going to have a double header. Maybe 2 that night. All right, we're going to go home and we're going to go walking. It's at 6 o'clock. We're going to go look for giraffes. And that's what me and my friend's doing at 6 o'clock. His name's Charlie Miller. So if you guys see him out there, say hello, Charles. And I will return the favor by saying hello to you. Have a good night.